Hello, we are back for some more Nier Automata.
Indeed we are. Back to hanging out with robots, androids, and the like.
And we are going to try to find the disappeared resistance members, I believe. That's the quest. Let me check to make sure. Yeah, resistance disappearance. Investigate the location at the coordinates inscribed on the storage site wall. Let's go and do that.
Let's do it, baby.
Let's
Get
find
to
those. Yeah, let's find those missing resistance members. We don't want them to be missing anymore.
No, I hate it when people are missing.
Was it? Hold on a second. Let me double check the map. Right here. Let's go to the camp. Okay. Transport desert camp. That pink bow is so adorable.
You're adorable. You're my cute little bubblegum snickle berry gumdrop capricorn. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm your snowberry capricornical candy corn.
Capricornical. I like that. Oh my god. Oh. Man, I've been seeing. There's something else that I've seen on the Twitter and Facebook recently that's actually tilted me beyond anything in the entire world. I don't. It's political though.
Oh, okay,
I don't know if it's good to talk about.
You know,
Fuck it. I'm seeing fucking shit on Twitter about Donald Trump being the second coming of Christ, and I'm actually just done with the human race.
well, okay. First off, Blake and I we don't normally talk about these sort of things. Like, we're not
Yeah.
very political people.
No. I mean, I am, but that's personal. Like,
Right.
I don't.
Yeah,
plan on...
I mean, for like the channel and just publicly, we're not usually outspoken about these things.
Yeah.
But there's some things that I feel like we have to discuss.
The second, this man has been like, don't get me wrong. Like, people being convicted or people accusing people of rape and shit. That's,
Yeah.
As someone, like, I get not always just jumping on the bandwagon whenever someone convicts someone of rape, especially someone in a high status. But we literally have someone who's literally just been one of the most
numbers from the resistance campus coordinates.
lying
We're pretty much
and
standing right on top of
absurd
whatever
human
they're
beings I've
pointing
ever
to.
seen. He's like a child, and we just look at his tweets. Like, go look at his tweets and tell me he's not a 12-year-old, an angry 12-year-old.
Yeah,
He's absurd.
You wouldn't think that's our president just from the tweets that he sends out.
They're so silly. I could care less who our president is, honestly. As long as they were to do a good job. Like, that's the only thing that matters to me personally. I don't enjoy regressing as a species. So whenever we start putting religion over the well-being of people in our country, I feel like that's kind of silly too. Once again, we don't talk about religion or anything either. It's not something that we normally talk about, but sometimes it gets to a point
9S.
where people just start making the craziest. Like, how can people say he's the second coming of Christ and they've heard the way he speaks about women and other people?
Yeah, it honestly makes no sense to me because his past, his history, the things he says. Yet yet people proclaim he's the second coming of Christ. It's absolutely absurd.
God, I'm losing brain cells when I look at the internet nowadays.
Anyone with the right mindset should just know that that's completely ridiculous.
Oh my lord. You know, the thing is the same people that support Trump are the same people that I spoke about earlier who don't know what actual liberal arts is. They think it's like getting an art degree.
It's probably the same thing for them, honestly.
Yeah, they see liberal arts and like, oh, this person's going for music or going for art. Liberal arts is literally mathematics, general and physical science, not to mention literature and philosophy.
Right.
Philosophy is actually incredibly important. I actually enjoyed my philosophy class because it teaches you how to think for yourself, which you should already know how to do, but like making your own deductions based off of either past experience or knowledge that's already known, realizing that facts need to be facts instead of facts until they're proven false, which in a lot of cases facts are facts until they're proven false,
right,
or they're proven differently, which is, in my opinion, not a real fact.
I'm sorry, but I just have to point out this guy has so much HP.
Yeah, he's really
But he's
strong.
level 35 and I'm level 16, so
You need a wait, why are we fighting a level 35? What is this?
we're doing this quest. That's why.
Which quest is this again?
The disappearing resistance member.
My brain exploded whenever I thought about the second coming of Christ thing. That just blew my head. Every time I think about it, it actually hurts my brain. Yeah, I thoroughly urge everyone who watches this show, which, you know, it's mostly me.
And me.
and Sean. I thoroughly urge anyone who watches to try and do research things yourself. Definitely don't rely on Facebook or Twitter for your information. Don't get me wrong, there are good news sources there, but a lot of that is like people. I've seen recently someone quote The Onion.
Yeah.
In a conversation.
And for anyone who doesn't know what The Onion is, it's a satire website.
It's a satire news station.
Yeah.
I seen someone recently quote The Onion in a discussion with Mark Zuckerberg, who was recently under fire about personal data, and which was also a really silly thing as well. Like, don't get me wrong, I believe in the privacy of our own data, but if you're putting personal data on the internet, you're probably not exactly sure what you're doing anyways. Selling information, like every website for one collects information from you, no matter where it is. That's what they do, and for the most part they do it to better your experience on the internet, so that you're not looking at shit that doesn't matter to you. They want to give you They want to target. They want to do ad targeting, which is relevant to things you're interested in.
What for?
Call it
That's not a big deal.
curiosity.
Yep.
Of course, and when they sell personal information from you, most of the time it's I haven't looked at it in a long time, because I got into some big data
Are you saying this thing wanted revenge?
mining
Come on now. That
like
concept is far
stats
too
and
complex
analyzation
for a machine.
of big data, and most of the time you can't use data that's using raw data is illegal for any company for most part, especially when it comes to health companies, because if they give out actual
This
personal
corpse.
information that they're not allowed to, they get in big trouble.
Member we're
Right.
looking for. Let's check his memory.
So
Seems
normally
this
it's
one's likely looking for revenge as well.
I guess the weaker one.
it's
lost.
anonymization of data.
Ooh, memory chip in man's journal.
It's a way to keep your personal info still personal while still being able to analyze it for statistics, and
Yeah.
it's getting easier to decrypt it, but there's also ways that we're working on to continue to protect data from being misused.
Right.
But yeah, anytime you're on the internet, it's collecting data from you. If you think otherwise, you just don't understand how it works.
Right.
So if you watch that interview with Mark Zuckerberg talking about personal
I
data,
really hate this.
it's really funny if you actually understand how the internet works, because they just ask some dumb
No matter what
dumb
that
fucking
truth actually
questions.
is.
They did.
Did you watch it, Sean?
I watched some of it, and some of them were like, would he tell them what hotel he was staying at or something? Do you
Yes.
remember that?
Yes.
I thought that was like, wait, what? How is that relevant to what he's there for? Like, it's such a dumb question. And then he asked him would he discuss his private messages in public, and he said no, he would not.
It's like, and they ask how they make money on Facebook,
And he said
and
ads.
yeah, everyone knows that's literally how
That's
most
public
websites make money on
information.
the internet.
It's everybody knows that.
Yeah, like how? Why would you even ask that question?
Okay, so we turned or we're going back to the resistance camp to turn this quest in back to the client. Yeah, lots of silly people out there, man. It actually boggles my mind. How there's people out there who have seemingly no sense, no common sense,
Yeah,
no sense of like
I don't even know if
right.
it's common sense. I think it's just maybe it is at this point in time. It's just being unaware of how things work.
Yeah.
And maybe it's, and for some of those people, yeah, I think it's out of their range. Like, they're old, they're not keeping up with technology in the best way possible.
I can lie or tell the truth if I found the resistance member.
This is based on your morality. What do you do? You not want to tell them you found him, or you want to tell her you found
I
him
want
that
to
he's
tell her I
dead?
found him, so we're gonna tell her the truth.
Because then at least she can go to sleep knowing what happened.
I'm very sorry, but your friend is dead.
At least she doesn't have to wonder if he's out there still.
He was trying to get revenge against the machine that killed his comrades. No, oh no. But he wasn't strong enough, and the machine ended up killing him instead. Damn the machines, I'll murder them all!
Oh no.
Whoa, easy, it's okay. We took out the one that killed your friend. You did?
Yeah, he was strong as fuck too.
Yes, we did, which means there's no need for anyone else to go seeking revenge.
You know, 9S has his head on his shoulders most of the time.
He does. But what do I do now? I have no one to love, no one to kill. I have nothing.
You grieve, and then you try to move on.
That's not... Come on, Ines. Look, we'll come back, okay? We'll come back and check on you.
Aw. What a nice guy.
Hmm. She's like... Okay, it looks like she's kind of crying. Ooh, this music. I don't think I've heard this one. Oh, we can upgrade those pods. But I have like nowhere near enough the required items. Holy shit, like nothing.
I'm sorry, I'm reading some of these fucking questions they're asking. I remember one person asking a question, asking if like if they were like tracking their messages to see to like do ad targeting. And like even like asking if they could hear us through our phones. Like hear us have a conversation on our phones, and then be able to target from conversations we've had over something that doesn't even correlate to Facebook.
I don't even have words.
I don't know. It's unreal.
Defense.
Defense.
Defense. Defense.
Oh, I'm in the mood to play some tennis. You want to go play some midnight tennis, Sean?
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Let's do it.
I love tennis. God, I love it so much, actually. Yo, you got 72 grand, man. You feeling good?
I'm feeling great.
Feeling fantastic.
Optimize.
Optimize these nuts.
What?
What happened?
You just told me not to itemize your nuts.
Do it.
It's gross.
No, it's not. Just fucking do it, pussy.
No, it's gross.
No, it's not. You're being
gross.
a pussy, pussy.
No, you're being a pussy.
Eat my ass.
What?
Yeah, eat it. That better be the sound of you licking my ass.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well,
Great menus that we've been
Yeah.
seeing for the past 5 minutes.
we're gonna end that episode there. Sorry, I was just going through the menus there. I'm just discovering a new thing about this game, because we don't play this game like every single day. There's things that I miss. So there's a shop right here that upgrades like my gameplay. Actually, like there's stuff that gives me that gives me a shield that has protective barrier for block attack, melee attacks, or projectile
I'm
attacks.
missing out. What the hell?
And there's other added abilities for offense that I had no idea I can get from this maintenance shop. And then I
Should
can
we upgrade
also
our pods?
well, we can, but I just don't have the required
Yeah,
items.
materials.
So, and then I could apparently fuse things together, and I had no idea. This is like a whole new part of the game that I've just not even new. It's just something that I've been missing. So, anyway, yeah. So I just now discovered this. So, thanks for watching, and hopefully I don't, be such a noob for the next episode. So, see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.